back here in St George's Hall in Liverpool. Delighted to catch up with Rachel Blackmore. It's great to be here, but unfortunately we knew Minella Times this year. We heard the news there that he's retired.
Yeah, he has. Look, he's such a special horse for me, for Henry, for JP and his family. I feel very privileged and lucky to have had the association with him, and we had such a fantastic day here in 2021, so he'll always be a very special horse for me.
I know you're a busy schedule riding 6-7 days a week or whatever. You don't get a time to sort of reflect. But coming in here today, seeing the trophy, seeing your name, seeing the clips, it's very special.
Oh, it is, like, you know, it hits home again how lucky and privileged you are to be a little bit part of the history of this race. It's really incredible, and yeah, hopefully we can go well again this year.
Henry's got 5 in it, but obviously it's too far out to say what we might be riding.
Yeah, look, it's a bit to go yet, and you know, some of them horses are going to Cheltenham and so on. So look, we'll see over the coming weeks. But yeah, look, it's great to be here, and yeah, the build-up has started.
3 weeks away, Cheltenham, Honeysuckle, a Plutarch. You're looking forward to it, no doubt.
Yeah, look, really looking forward to them. Yeah, once again, you just feel very lucky to be heading over to Cheltenham on horses like that.
Yeah, well, richly deserved being on them. We're looking forward to seeing you at Cheltenham. Great to catch up.
Thanks, Nell.
Shortly the Grand National weights will be unveiled, and David Stevens from Corals joins me now. Special event, special city, a city that get behind it for bookmakers must be great.
Yeah, look, it's our biggest day of the year, we know that, but the way that the people of Liverpool get behind the race, and it kind of all begins here today in St George's Hall. We've been in some great locations in this city in recent seasons, and it definitely adds something to it. It's a very unique occasion. People will tell you the fences aren't the same, it's not the race it was. The punters come out in droves on that one day now. They don't know that the fences aren't the same. They don't know that all the runners are trained in Ireland. They don't. It's still the one day of the year that the nation goes and has a flutter.
I know, but yes, he won it last year. He might win the Gold Cup between now and then. I'd imagine he's going to be favourite when the weights come out later.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of the key things here. The race now attracts Gold Cup horses. Yeah. That's the difference between, say, 20 years ago when it did. We can debate whether that's a good or bad thing, but it's what happens now. Noble Yates ran away with the race last year, of course. What a day that was for Sam Whaley-Cohen. He'll have a new pilot this year. He goes to Cheltenham first, we think, like a few of these could, but he's 10-1 favourite. Now look, we know he's going to carry a load more weight than 12 months ago. He has to, the way he won it. But he's a Gold Cup horse, and you just wouldn't write him off if he comes through Cheltenham unscathed. He's currently 10-1. It's then 16-1 any second. Now, of course, placed in 2 Grand Nationals. Again, he's going to carry a lot of weight, but his Aintree form is special. And then Corach Rambler. And we shouldn't forget that Lucinda Russell, of course, the last British-trained winner of the Grand National.
6 years ago.
Incredible, really, isn't it? We've had, obviously, 4 Irish winners in a row. One no race, of course. And a lot of talk about the Irish domination. We're betting on it. Irish train winner 11-4 on, no great surprise. A British train winner 2-1. So, of course, the Irish dominate numerically, but as I say, on the day when the punters are looking through, they don't care if it's trained by Gordon Elliott, Willie Mullins, Lucinda Russell. They want to back a winner.
Yeah, good stuff. We'll maybe catch up with you after 3 o'clock today and talk about the world's most famous steeplechase.
Look forward to it now.
Willie Mullins got the 8th left in the Randox Grand National. Strong hand. You've just seen the weights. Top of him, Capodanno, 11 stone 5, maybe the Class 1.
Yeah, I think he's got a bit of class that maybe the other horses haven't got, and I think he's still a horse that's improving. Weight won't be an issue if he handles the track.
Frank, your report?
Stays well, jumps well enough. He has every chance, but probably it's going to be a tough race for him.
Perfectly selected is the one I like. Coming through the hedge hunter route, the Thyestes.
That's right. Won the Thyestes, coming back right. He's getting fitter all the time. He did it well that day in Gorn. Takes a horse with a lot of stamina and jumping ability to win that race. He has every chance.
Gallagher de Mini ran well in the Irish National, didn't he?
Yeah, he's another Grade 1 novice going for the National. And after we saw Noble Yates winning it last year as a novice, maybe the profile of the National is going to change. He's a horse that has every chance, I think.
Burrows Saint will give his rider a good spin round, but has he missed the boat, do you think?
He probably has. Burrows Saint probably didn't stay the full trip when he was 4th in it 2 years ago. He got an entry. We'll have a look at his prep race, the Bobby Joe, and then we'll make a decision. Probably go down the Topham route.
Mr. Incredible, 10 stone 4. He's only had a few runs for you and shaped really well at Warwick.
I thought so. I was very taken with that run. I love the way he finished. I think he's got a lot of improvement in him. Coming off that sort of a weight, he's a horse that has to have a great chance.
Captain Kangaroo, can you find somebody brave enough to ride him?
I doubt it. There won't be too many guys putting up their hand to ride him. I think we'll probably have to change route. He got an entry because he won the Corach National. You know, he stays the trip, but his jumping has deteriorated. We'll have to get that right, I think, before I ask anyone to ride him around Aintree.
You're still a strong hand. We wish you well.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
You might know him, Ruby Walsh. He's won the race twice, apparently. Papillon and Hedge Hunter. Let's start with Papillon.
Black and white days now. No,
it wasn't. He had hair. So did I.
Still have hair. It's just different colour. Yeah, go ahead.
But on a serious note, Papillon, what he done for your career was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, but so what the National does for anybody's career is unbelievable. And I was lucky enough to ride him when I was only 20. And look, I've said it a few times, but if I could live a couple of days of my life again, I would live the Saturday, Sunday and Monday of Papillon's Grand National year.
To do it for your family, like you can't ride it.
Everything that went with it. It was incredible. Look, it's a difficult one, isn't it? This is the greatest race. It's not the best race, but it is the greatest race.
Yeah. And this city gets behind it as we see today.
Ah, yeah, she come in. Look, I was even here this morning doing a few bits and pieces and doing taxi drivers and people on the street. They love her.
Any second now, top weight. What does Father Ted say?
I'm probably surprised. He's up 10 pounds, up 8 pounds on last year from 159 to 167. Look, when you finish 20 lengths clear of the third, you're probably going to get a penalty. There's no doubt about that. But I suppose when you look at his run in the Irish Gold Cup, he finishes between Franco de Port and Fury Road. Probably doesn't entitle you to 167, that run in particular. But the way I looked at it was, obviously Martin thinks Gallopin de Champ is an absolute certainty in the Gold Cup. If he can give any second now 167 off his run in the Irish Gold Cup.
Willie Mullins got 8, carefully selected, going down the Hedge Hunter route.
Yeah, I just think they need more runs, some of Willie's horses. I really fancied Rathfinden the year I rode him. He was third to Tiger Roll. Every national winner has had at least 3 runs in a season. Carefully Selected's only had the 2. Capitano's only had the 1. They need more runs.
What else do you like?
I like a couple of horses down lower. I thought Ain't That a Shame with a chance. Velvet Elvis. I thought he was a big runner for Tom Gibney. There was a couple of horses in and around that section, wherever they were. 40, 41, 42.
Corach Rambler, Cindy Russell, I thought he had a nice weight.
He's right there as well, just underneath those horses.
And he'd finish strong if he's there at the second beachers.
I thought there was a couple of really interesting horses around 10-5, 10-6.
Yeah, good stuff. Good to catch up.
Cheers, man.
Cindy Russell joins me now, Corach Rambler. And we're going to draw comparisons. Obviously, you've won it before with one for Arthur. Are they similar types?
Yeah, I mean, this is very, very exciting times. You know, we've got a lovely staying chaser. I think he's slightly different to One for Arthur. He's got a little bit of toe at the end of his races, but very similar to One for Arthur. He loves just travelling around in his own little zone, doing his own thing. And if you can do that for 4 miles and the last 2 furlongs are quicker, that would be ideal.
And what he done at Cheltenham last year, what he done at Newbury this year with Derek, he just seems to warm onto it, and you know he's going to, if he's there, sort of beats the second time, you know he's going to come home strongly.
Yes, I hope so. I mean, it really, for me, it's if he takes the fences, I think he's got a great chance, and I think we'll know that by the 3rd or 4th fence. But he's a lovely horse. He's got the right attitude for it. He's got plenty of scope. He's definitely a stayer, and we're very excited to be taking him there.
You make your own fences at home and try and replicate it?
Yeah, I think we might do, just so that he's seen one. But I think the way that the fences are now, they're very fair, and they're much more, much easier for the horses to jump than they used to be.
And One for Arthur, you've won it once. You hear people saying it'd be great to win a Grand National, but now you've won it. Do you want to do that, get that feeling once again?
Yeah, I mean, everyone will tell you that winners never make you happy. You just want more of them. And I hope I'm not being too greedy to say that I want to win another national.
And now you're building quality. You've got a contender in the hoist in here for a Gold Cup. Corach Rambler in the Grand National. It's amazing for your stable.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we always want to do, is to increase the quality. Every trainer will say that to you, but I think our buying policy in the last couple of years has really helped us do that. So we're just boosting those staying chases. That's what we do well. Yeah. So we buy for the sort of horses that we like to train, and it seems to be working.
It certainly is working. We wish you well.
Thank you.